I'm going to tell you about the exact moment I realized I needed to leave my 8-year relationship. When I was younger, I dated someone all the way through high school, literally from like before I went into grade 9, I was so young, until all 4 years college university. And I broke up with him about a month before our 8-year anniversary. I would say I was already unhappy and unsure about the relationship about 4 years before I actually left it. But I attributed that just to the transition from high school to college university, going to different schools. It was very stressful. But the exact moment I knew that the relationship was over was at my cousin's wedding. So my cousin was getting married. She's the oldest of my generation, first one in my generation of cousins to get married. Obviously, I was bringing my boyfriend with me to the wedding. He was basically part of the family. He was around all the time, knew everyone very well. I asked him to take that day off work so that we could make it to the wedding, get ready. You know, there was no struggle about getting to the wedding. And of course, he did not take the day off work. So he was working right up till we had to leave. I remember showing up to his house, his parents' house at the time, and like pacing in front of his bedroom door, waiting for him to get home because like we needed to leave. Like my family, my parents had already left to go to the wedding.
Tensions must have been high at this point, but how bad must things have gotten to end an 8-year-long relationship?
When we got there, everyone was already seated. Like I was stressed. At the time I wasn't medicated, so anyway, that's all besides the point. So we sit down, we're watching the wedding happen. It's very sweet. Everyone's teary. I'm teary. I get teary at weddings.
Happens to the best of us. But for Harley, this triggered something deeper.
I remember looking at my cousin. I remember watching her up there on the altar. And they were doing their vows. And I remember looking at them and like the love that they had. And then I remember looking over at my boyfriend. And I remember thinking to myself, whatever they have up there, I don't have here. I remember very clearly thinking like, I don't have what they have with this man beside me. And it was honestly like a clicked aha moment. Like, oh, this needs to end. Like this, I don't have that. And I want that.
Realizing this one thing, actually acting on it is another entirely.
Now, mind you, this relationship lasted almost another full year. So that wedding was in October and I broke up with him in July.
That means she stayed in the relationship for another 9 months, knowing it was over.
I think for the most part, we just grew apart. We were growing into different people. It's so hard to be with someone from that age. Some people do it. My parents did it. But I was definitely struggling with my identity. I didn't know who I was as an individual person. And at the end of the day, he just wasn't the right person for me, and I wasn't the right person for him.
Sometimes people just grow apart, even after spending so much of their lives together. And it takes strength to be able to walk away and start over.
But that was the exact moment that I attribute to knowing that I needed to leave that relationship and that I knew that I would be leaving that relationship.
Harley shared her story on TikTok, where she quickly racked up over 1 million views and hundreds of comments from people who could relate.
One said, "Sometimes familiarity is confused with actual love. I had so many moments throughout mine and also took years before I left." And another, "Seeing a truly happy couple really does put it into perspective, like, oh my god, I don't have a sliver of that, but I'm supposed to have that." And Hayley's video came at the right time for this commenter who said, "This is nice to hear. Just left my relationship of 6 years for this exact reason." Goes to show that you can start over at any point in your life. And it looks like Hayley has no regrets. As she says, "I got to leave a relationship and become the woman I am today, which I'm proud of. So thank God for comparison." As always, thanks for watching Ultimate.